Beautiful morning, children. Welcome back to our English class. So, children, what is special about today? Yes, you're going to write your English monthly test, and I hope all are ready for it, isn't it? So, you all know the portions. We have chapter 7 and 8 from your English textbook. So, keep all the necessary materials with you. Now, we shall revise. Okay, children? Yes. So, first, let's see our pattern. So first you'll be having reading comprehension followed by synonyms, and then you have creative writing. As I told you, you'll be having picture comprehension. Okay. Next is answer the following questions, and the last part will be grammar. So are you all ready? Yes. So children, first Roman letter will be reading comprehension. So first we have to read the stanza and then you have to answer the questions given below. Okay children, for that you need not copy the question in your test notebook. So as usual, how will you start the test? You have to write your name, and when you are beginning the test you have to write. Okay. So first we'll read the stanza. I watched you now a full half hour, self-poised upon that yellow flower. And little butterfly indeed, I know not if you sleep or feed. How motionless, not frozen seas, more motionless, and then what joy awaits you when the breeze hath found you out among the trees and calls you forth again. By William Wordsworth. This is only one stanza taken from the poem. Okay, so now we'll read out the questions. First one, where was the butterfly sitting? The butterfly was sitting upon the yellow flower. Second one, what was the color of the flower mentioned in the poem? So how you have to write? You have to write the full sentence here. The color of the flower mentioned in the poem is yellow. Okay, so simply if you write one word, you will not be getting marks. Third one, pick out any one compound word from the poem. So already we have revised compound words in the Zoom class. I hope you all know the answer. Yes. Yeah, butterfly, motionless. Next one, frame sentence using the word breeze. So you can use any sentence for breeze. For example, I enjoyed the lovely breeze in the evening. Okay, any one of your choice. Fifth one, give a title to the poem of your choice. This also can give a title according to your wish. Okay, so read the question properly and answer. You will be getting questions like this. So next Roman letter is write the synonyms of. First one, ablaze, full of bright colors and illuminated. Second one, heralding. It means indicating the coming of. Third one, siesta. Siesta is a short nap. Fourth one, insulting melee. That is the noisy fight which follows. Fifth one, convulsed. Here it means disturbed. Sixth one, raucous barks. That means laugh and rough calls. And what is the meaning of raucous? It is noisy. Next one, fits of laughter. It is uncontrollable laughter. So children, the next Roman letter is creative writing. So here what you have to do, you have to observe the pictures and write 3 sentences using positive, comparative and superlative degree of adjectives of your own. And remember, for each picture you have to write 3 sentences. Okay, using 3 degrees of adjectives. It may be using the same word or using the different kinds of adjectives. Okay, so example, for the first sentence I can say it is the coldest day of the season. So when I am using the coldest, what degree it is? It is superlative degree, isn't it? Next, the man seems to be more comfortable walking in the snow than the others. Okay, so here instead of man you can write the boy or the children, anything. So more comfortable, when I say more comfortable, what it is comparative degree. Okay children, then I am saying that the child, the boy is warm in his coat, or the girl is feeling warm with her scarf. So it is only the simplest form. So that is will be the positive degree. So like that, think. Okay, think yourself and write the correct answer. Okay children. So the next Roman letter will be answer the following questions. So first question, describe the nest in which Harold was born. So Harold's nest was in the hollow of a tree trunk, and it was closed by a wall made of earth, sticks and dung. Next one, why did Harold fall out of his nest? So Harold fell out of his nest in the midst of a fight between his parents and the civet cat who had broken the wall of his room. Next one, how did Harold improve his appearance periodically? So Harold had a root pot on his person which he used regularly, and the rich yellow fluid that the root pot produced was used by Harold to rub all over his feathers and the back of his neck. So now the next question. Describe the way Harold ate the rice balls the narrator threw towards him. So Harold would use his beak to catch the rice balls the narrator threw towards him and toss them in the air and then let them drop into his open mouth. So he just enjoyed eating. Next question. So which habit of Harold irritated Aunt Ruby? So Harold used to start chuckling and hard before it began to rain, and Aunt Ruby was always getting caught in the rain and so found this habit irritating. Okay, so next is draw the picture of a hornbill, color it and write few lines about it. So this you have done an activity in your classwork. Okay, so when the question is asked what you have to do, you have to draw, color it and then write few lines about the hornbill. Any points you can write, not only the points which I have given you. Okay, for example, the hornbills are a family of birds found in the tropical and the subtropical Africa, Asia and Melanesia. Okay, and the female hornbill lays her egg in a hole in a tree, and they have a long down curved bill which is open, often brightly colored, and sometimes has a box like thing on the upper mandible. And there are 57 species of hornbill, and most hornbill species are forest birds, and there are 32 species of hornbills in Asia, and they feed on fruits and small animals. So like this, any points you can write. Okay, children? So the next question, why is the poet entranced by the butterfly? The poet is entranced by the butterfly because it was sitting gracefully on the flower without any motion. Motion means movement. So it also reminds him of his joyful youth, and it has been so dead like still that the poet wondered if it was still alive. Eighth question, what is the poet unsure about as he watches the motionless butterfly, and why? So the poet is unsure whether the butterfly is sleeping or feeding on the flower because it is motionless as a frozen sea. Ninth one, here lodge as in sanctuary. What is the poet inviting the butterfly to do? So the poet is inviting the butterfly to rest in the garden and treat it as a safe home. 10th one, what does the poet miss about his childhood days? The poet misses the long sunny days of his childhood when he had a lot of time to do what he wanted. 11th one, which lines tell you that the poet is no longer a child? So from the poem you have to write the lines, okay? And summer days when we are young, sweet childish days that were as long as 20 days are now. Okay? So now we are going to start with grammar, children. So I told you to read what are homophones, homographs and many things, isn't it? Now, what are homophones? Give 2 examples. Yes, homophones are pairs of words that sound the same but have distinctly different meaning and different spelling. So understanding homophone is an essential part of mastering the English language, both for vocabulary building and spelling. So example. Not only this example, any example you can write. So first I have written for floor and second one for four. Okay, F-O-R for and F-O-U-R for. So first one is floor, F-L-O-U-R and F-L-O-W-U-R, floor. So you have to write a sentence also for that. Okay, so second one will be auxiliary verb, which means helping verbs. So here you have to fill in the blank with the correct auxiliary verb. First one, does the teacher explain this properly? So what will you use? Very good. Did the teacher explain this properly? Second one, does the professor angry? Yes, was the professor angry? Third one, does you learn anything? Didn't you learn anything? Next, if you dash told me, I would have never found out. Hadn't. If you hadn't told me, I would have never found out. Next one. They dash finished the job. They have finished the job. So the next one is using punctuations. So under punctuations, we learnt about the rules, 3 rules for using apostrophe, isn't it? So apostrophes are used in contractions to denote a missing letter or letters. Next, they are used to show possession, such as Harold's mother, Okay, Geeta's sister, like that. And apostrophes are never used to show plural forms. Now here you're going to insert apostrophe at the correct places in these sentences. So first one, it was my grandmother's idea. So after grandmother, apostrophe S. Second one, it's my responsibility to see that the dog's kennels are cleaned regularly. So after yes only, here you have to write apostrophe. Okay. Third one, we went to Mr. Greek's house yesterday. So Mr. Greek's. Fourth one, everyone's understanding of apostrophes isn't up to the mark. Yes, everyone's. Fourth Roman letter will be spot the error. That means identify the error and rewrite the sentence correctly. So first sentence, it takes me a hour to reach the temple. So when you are using har, sound you're getting, no. So before what you have to write, yes, you have to use an. Okay, so it takes me an hour to reach the temple. Second one, an European visited India. No, it is a European visited India. Third one, game came to an end soon. So the game, you have to use article the there. The game came to an end soon. Fourth one, my teacher have no answer. Yes, my teacher has no answer. Okay, and last one, he drink coffee. He drinks coffee. So children, write your test well. Go through everything. If you have any doubts, you just ask me. And your presentation, everything should be neat in your test note. So start with your name and write the time you are starting the test and submit your snapshot on time. Okay, children. So thank you, children. Have a great day.